Welcome back, folks. The pullback we were watching for last week may be starting to show up, and today's tape had a few developments worth respecting. The Dow got hit harder than SPY or QQQ, the dollar popped after Friday's hammer reversal, crude oil jumped more than 4%, and bond yields started pressing higher again. So this is one of those sessions where the surface-level index move doesn't tell the whole story. Let's walk through what Grok Trade is seeing on the charts, and quick note before we get rolling. This is market commentary and technical analysis, not personal financial advice. Grok Trade is here to break down chart behavior, technical setups, and market structure for educational purposes. So make your own decisions, manage your own risk, and talk to a qualified advisor if you need advice tailored to your situation.
Right, absolutely. And, diving right into today, Monday, May 4th, 2026, this is really just a direct continuation of what we discussed Friday.
Yeah, I mean, SPY slipped, like 0.37% today?
Yeah.
Which honestly isn't shocking after Friday's gravestone to do.
Oh, for sure. When buyers push up early, but sellers just completely crush that momentum by the close, leaving that tombstone shape, you expect a reaction. And DIA showed relative weakness too, dropping 1.0%.
Which totally makes sense. But pullbacks after a strong rally are, well, they're pretty normal, right?
Yeah. But traders really need to stay alert right now. We have to look at why this is happening. It's not just the indexes dropping in a vacuum. You've got the US dollar, the DXY, pushing higher.
Right, especially popping after that hammer reversal on Friday.
Exactly. And at the exact same time, bond yields and light crude oil futures, ticker CL, they're all pushing higher simultaneously.
So when the dollar, oil, and yields all spike together, it creates this, massive macro headwind. Assessing the market right now is a lot like inspecting a house's foundation.
I love that analogy. You're basically checking the load-bearing walls.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just look at the fresh paint in the living room.
Yeah.
And right now, the financial sector, XLF, those are your load-bearing walls, they're lagging heavily, just stuck beneath their 200-day moving average.
Which is a huge structural warning sign. And speaking of structure, we're also watching the utilities sector, XLU. It's just chopping inside a symmetrical triangle right now.
Oh, right. And it actually rejected a resistance trend line today, too.
It did. The price is getting squeezed tighter and tighter, so it's a holding pattern, but a very tense one.
By the way, if there's a stock, sector, or market setup you want Grok Trade to review, throw it in the comments and let us know what you're watching. Those comments help us shape future episodes around the charts you actually care about. And if these market summaries are helping you stay sharper, hit the like button and subscribe so you can keep following along with us each day.
It really helps out. But getting back to those micro pressures, we should probably mention the metals. That strong dollar has a direct inverse effect there.
Oh, definitely. I mean, gold was down 2.40% today, and silver took a pretty big 4.28% hit.
Yeah, that's exactly what you'd expect. But then you look at crypto, and Bitcoin was actually up at 1.75% today. It's technically in a daily uptrend.
Wait, really? So should crypto bulls be celebrating that relative strength?
Well, you have to be cautiously analytical here. I mean, yes, it's bouncing, but it's hitting a prime weekly chart bear pullback zone.
Ah, okay. So it's rallying right into a historical area where massive sell orders are just waiting.
Exactly. It's not showing that crazy bull market personality yet.
Makes total sense. And, today lacked any high-impact economic news to really force a direction. The macro focus remains heavily on the Middle East escalations.
Yeah, the geopolitical side is huge right now.
For sure. But we do have job openings data coming tomorrow, and then Friday's payrolls are definitely looming large.
Which brings up some seasoned trading wisdom we should touch on. When warning signs stack up, like the dollar, oil, yields, and sector weakness all lining up at once, traders just shouldn't assume a trend is bulletproof.
Right. You can't just rely on gut feelings when the environment shifts like that.
No, you really can't. You have to wait for proper trend confirmation. And casually speaking, that's exactly what Grok Trade's mentorship teaches. How to take these observations and turn them into a repeatable plan with defined risk.
Spot on. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you tomorrow as we continue tracking the dollar, yields, crude oil, XLU's triangle, and whether this pullback in the indexes has more room to go.
See you all tomorrow.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you're a newer trader and want a great foundation with no fluff, start with our free Trading 101 videos at groktrade.com/learn. And if you're ready to reach your full trading potential, whether you're a total beginner or a battle-hardened trader, check out our mentorship program at groktrade.com/trading mentor. All of these links are in the description below. Grok Trade is where traders reach their full potential.